If I were to create a magic pill that would cure all of your health problems, it would reduce stress, help you lose weight, give you better skin, etc. I would make a lot of money selling this pill, and yet this magic pill is for free and it's available to all of us, and that is sleep. Sleep is one of the most important things that we do every day for our health, and honestly, who doesn't like sleeping? However, most of us aren't sleeping in the right way, and we make a lot of mistakes while doing so. So let's take an example of an average guy. He knows how important sleep is. However, he says that his biggest problem is that even though he goes to bed at 11 PM, he can never get to sleep till 1 or 2 AM, and that is why he's sleep deprived in the morning. Now, all of us make a very big mistake before going to sleep, which is the first step of this video, which is that we use electronics before bed. You have to stop doing that. Most of us use our phones while we're going to sleep, which is very bad for us. It's not just our phones though, it's any electronics like your laptop or watching TV. You know that feeling that you get when you're really sleepy? That feeling comes from a chemical in your brain called melatonin, which is the chemical that makes you feel sleepy. The blue light in screens actually signals to your brain that it's not time to sleep yet, and it takes away your sleepiness. So even though you might go to bed at 11 PM, if you continue to look at screens while you're in bed, your brain will think that it's not actually time to sleep, and it will not release enough melatonin for you to fall asleep. Now think about this, what do you think tells your brain that it's time to sleep? Well, it's a system in our bodies called the circadian rhythm. Our circadian rhythm controls our energy throughout the day. You might have noticed that usually there's a time of the day when you have a lot of energy, and at other times you might be more tired than usual, like after lunch. Well, this energy is controlled by your circadian rhythm, and it tells your body when you should be alert and when you should be relaxed and be going to sleep. Now this circadian rhythm takes in information from the outside world, how much light is around you, what times do you eat your food, etc. And all of this dictates your energy levels throughout the day. This is why tip number 2 is that you need to get enough sunlight during the day so that you can reset your circadian rhythm. If you're able to get outside in the morning from 6 to 8:30 AM, that is the best time to absorb sunlight. When sunlight goes into your eyes, it actually signals to your brain that it's time to wake up, and consequently this will also help you feel more sleepy in the night, because then your circadian rhythm will be fixed. Having a good circadian rhythm is very important to having good sleep. And as humans, our circadian rhythms are designed so that we're up during the day and we sleep during the night. Now a lot of people might argue that, what if I have to stay up during the night? What if it's part of my job? Well, the number one thing I'd like to tell those people is that firstly, you should do everything in your power to not stay up during the night. For example, I know that a lot of students like to stay up and study during the night, and I've been one of those students at one point in my life. However, you should never make a habit out of it, because you will be ruining your sleep and your health. You can even find a lot of people advocating studying during the night on YouTube. However, no responsible doctor or sleep scientist will ever tell you that it's okay to study during the night. In fact, studying early in the morning is actually one of the best ways to learn. Apart from that, let's say you have a night shift at work. Try and follow this next step, which is maintaining great sleep hygiene and a sleeping environment. Whenever you sleep, make sure that there's no light in the room. If you have windows and light comes through the windows, you can put up blackout curtains or get really dark curtains so that there is no light seeping through. Moreover, you should also make sure that you only sleep in your bed. A lot of people like to eat, study, or watch movies while in bed. However, this actually ruins your sleep. If you only use your bed for sleeping, then whenever you get into bed, it's an automatic signal to your brain that you're going to sleep. This way, you're going to sleep much faster whenever you get into bed. If getting black curtains isn't enough, you can also try getting an eye mask. The next point is to exercise, but do it in the right way. Exercising can actually make your sleep a lot better. I mean, of course, you must have noticed that on the days that you're tired, you sleep a lot better. But you must have also noticed that some days you might be too tired and you're not able to go to sleep quickly enough. That is why it is important to exercise, but also to do it in the right way. You should exercise during the day, and ideally it should just be the right amount so that you do get a good workout, but it doesn't leave you extremely tired. And also try and avoid exercising during the evening or the night, because then your body temperature will be higher and this will prevent you from going to sleep. The next point is to get up early. Now, you don't need to be a genius to know that getting up early is actually going to help you to sleep better, but most people don't really understand why. Like I said earlier in the video, our bodies are designed to work according to how nature works. So when you act according to how nature designed your body to work, you actually start to feel much better. You feel more optimistic, you start to have more energy, and you begin to feel a natural drive to want to achieve your goals. In a study done at Texas University, people who identified themselves as early birds had an average grade point average that was a full point higher than self-identified night owls. Now, if you still have problems getting up early, the next tip should help you, which is that you have to go to sleep within 30 minutes of the same time every day. So for example, let's say you set a range of half an hour. Let's say it's 11 to 11:30. Then every day you have to go to sleep during that range. This will actually train your body to go to sleep at the same time every day, and then you won't really have problems waking up in the morning. Now, if you're thinking about how much sleep you should get, here's a method that I found works really well to show you how much you should sleep. You have to go to sleep at the same time every day, and then don't set an alarm and wake up whenever you feel completely rested. I know that it can feel scary to sleep all you want, especially if you're a high achiever and you like to do a lot of things in the morning. However, all you need to do is bear with this for a few days, and naturally your body will get into a rhythm and you will sleep just the right amount. Here's the thing, no matter what your goals are, I would never recommend sacrificing your sleep. A lot of people sacrifice their sleep because they say they don't have enough time and they're too busy. However, those people are still using social media every night. They're still wasting time on activities that move them towards their goals. So before you even think about sacrificing your sleep, ask yourself, have you sacrificed all of your social media time? All of the time throughout the day that you waste? And if so, if you're literally sacrificing every unimportant thing in your life and you're the president of some country or something, then sure, okay, you can sacrifice your sleep. But unless you are that important, you have no excuse to give up on your sleep. Now the next point is to relax your mind. A lot of people, when their head hits the pillow, no matter how tired they are, no matter how many of these tips they've tried, they just find themselves unable to go to sleep. This is because your mind might be racing through a lot of thoughts you've had throughout the day. Should I have really said that to my colleague? I think I spent too much time today, etc. However, in this situation, there's one trick that can help you relax, and that is the 4-7-8 trick. Basically, you breathe in slowly for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and then breathe out for 8 seconds. This helps your body release a lot of stress and tension, and in turn will calm your thoughts and help you fall asleep faster. The next point, which might trigger a lot of people, is that you should avoid caffeine in the evening at least. Caffeine is a stimulant that is found in coffee and tea, and also in soda like Coke, Pepsi, etc. It is the chemical that makes you feel alert and energized. However, it can also massively disrupt your sleep. Now, caffeine affects different people differently, but in general, it's a good rule to avoid any drink that contains caffeine after 4 p.m. Now, this is something that you'll have to experiment with for yourself. For example, I found that if I drink any coffee whatsoever, my sleep is disturbed, even if I drink coffee at 6 a.m. So I had to give up coffee altogether, and I switched to tea, and now my sleep is fine. So again, don't be a mindless addict and say that, oh, I have to have my coffee or I have to have my tea. Understand and try and analyze if it's actually affecting your sleep. If it's not and you're fine with it, then cool, keep drinking your coffee. But if it is affecting your sleep, then you have to give it up, because sleep is one of the most important things you can do for your health. The next point is for you to have a nightly ritual. If you do the same thing again and again every night before you go to sleep, you will train your mind to help you fall asleep faster. You can do basic habits like meditation, journaling, whatever floats your boat, but make sure that it's the same thing every night and you will train your mind to fall asleep. That's all for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.